Oh,
If they're, yeah, well, nobody's connected yet.
okay. That's okay. I'm not, there's nothing embarrassing.
Yeah, yeah,
But good point.
yeah. Oh,
I'm working on my
okay.
e-course. That's exciting.
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
E-course. It's going to be awesome. It's everything that's in my brain in one place, which is a lot.
Hello, good morning. This is Pablo Arias with International Relocation Partner, and with me, as always, every Friday, Sara Elena, our relocation expert. We're happy to be here, and we're trying to connect with the community and answer, questions. We get questions all the time about how to move to Costa Rica. What's what's like moving into Costa Rica, or maybe what are some towns, what are some of the challenges you guys may have, and then you guys may have questions for this. Sarah, please introduce yourself. We already have Tamara Freno saying hi. Let's just just go and have a little conversation with our audience, and also to share some of the things you're doing. I hear that you are doing the online training course about moving to Costa Rica. So let's talk about that.
Yes. So if some of you are watching from the group and don't know me, this is published in my Facebook group and my YouTube channel. So thanks for joining. I have a relocation company here in Costa Rica. So we help people with relocating, scouting trips, all of it very one-on-one, very customized to that person. So that's a lot of what we do mainly, but we do a lot of other fun things. So, well, we've had the retreats. The last one was awesome. So we're going on to retreat number 7, I believe, this
Wow,
March. Yeah, it'll be retreat number 7. So we started those a few years ago. I can say they're getting better and better over the years, which I'm really excited about. So this March one's already more than halfway booked out. Like we only have a few tickets left. So, and I've been
great.
booking a few more this week. Yeah, it's been awesome, and it was so great to see everyone last retreat. Just everything they got out of it. They gave us feedback on what we can improve on, what went really well, how the experience was for them. So that was really cool. So I'm getting more excited about those retreats now as well, because I'm seeing the impact that they're having on people. And it's cool for people to come, join, get to meet with others in person. And, because I always say, like, I deal with people who are moving every day, but a lot of the people that we work with, they're the only ones that they know that are moving to Costa Rica. So they might feel a little bit alone in it. Or, yeah, they might be in the Facebook groups, but that's, all online, pretty impersonal. So to actually meet other people in person who are moving, while meeting professionals like you and some of my favorite people that I work with, that's always a good time. And so that's definitely a different experience. And then, yeah, I kind of offhandedly mentioned the online course. So this online course I've been working on for, I guess, probably like over a year now. I
Yeah,
work on it as much as I can. And then when things get outdated, I have to go in and like replace the video. But it's an online course that's already available to the people who are in our relocation program as like an extra support. But it's I haven't exactly decided what I'm gonna name it yet. I think I'm gonna name it like the DIY move, like kind of the do it yourself,
do it
because some people
yourself.
don't. Yeah, the do it yourself move to Costa Rica. So a lot of people don't want us to hold their hand through the whole process, and they kind of want to do it on their own. So this course that I'm creating is going to actually take people through the steps on how to create their roadmap, how to create their timeline, so they can go for, okay, I want to move. Where do I start? What do I need to be doing? And they should be pretty well equipped with all the information. Plus, I think I'm going to include like weekly calls for 12 weeks, weekly group calls where we can have face-to-face time too, to answer any questions that come up. So that's exciting. So I'm hoping to launch that soon. So I'm just kind of got to do some more filming for it. And I think it's pretty much ready. It's as ready as it'll ever be.
Amazing. That's amazing. I want to touch, on the expert retreat. Is I've been in all of the expert retreats, right? Am I in 7 already? No. How many
7.
retreats are we in?
So I
7.
did So I did 3. So I started the expat retreats. I did 3 of them. And then I said, you know what? This is a lot. We already, because our main thing that we do is working with people one-on-one. And there's a whole, we already got full-time stuff going on. So when I kind of let them know I was a little bit overwhelmed doing everything alone, we've now been co-hosting. So you've probably seen some other people like Michael Allen posting about the retreat. There's Alan Richard. So I mean, it's been co-hosted now. So now all the responsibility is on me. And it's been a good experience so far co-hosting as well. So
see, I had an amazing experience, and I met a lot of people through these retreats, and I get to talk about shipping. But at the same time, I always try to stay there maybe 3 days and get to meet one-on-one with a lot of you guys. And there is nothing like the human connection when you get to meet, another human being who is looking to do the same, that has the same questions and concerns, and then you get to see maybe it's not as difficult. We all think, maybe living abroad is an impossible dream. But Sarah and I know this is not impossible. I mean, literally hundreds, even thousands of people move and relocate abroad yearly. And you may have this idea, can I do it? Is it going to be hard? You have all these questions. But these retreats allow you to first meet professionals in every category that you may need and require when you get here. Also contacts, and also other like-minded people like you who are looking to do the same. So I think it's a very powerful combination. And I've been in other events. I mean, the Extra Retreat, it's one, but I have been in the International Living, and it's a different flavor. I've been in the ARCR events, also for Costa Rica. It's a complete different flavor. What the Expert Retreat has, you have all of these good resources, but you also have many other activities that you are gonna, experience while you are here. So it's also very informative, but also it's an adventure. You get to meet, the national parks, then the sky, do the surfing classes, the horses, many different things, and it's a lot of information at once. So you want to take a little break, maybe in the afternoon, do a little horse riding. Maybe the next day you get a lot of information, but in the afternoon you go and see the crocodile, the crocs in. You do all these many things, so it's a great balance, great food, and also a great place to stay. The hotel is amazing, all of the amenities, so it's good. It's good. I'm very excited, and I'm also very excited about your online course. I mean, it's a lot of things you need to know when you're moving into Costa Rica, and be able to have it online at any time and just go at your own pace. I think is also very, very useful.
absolutely. If I had to give, let's say, moving can be complicated, of course, but I think some people do tend to overcomplicate it. I see people, you kind of get started on you get in the Facebook groups, you start reading articles, and you kind of go down some rabbit hole. So I think sometimes there's a lot of information that maybe someone doesn't need. They don't need all of it. I mean, it's good to have as much as you can, but then I think sometimes people might get into information overload, and they might become so overwhelmed and they don't think that it's doable. But I mean, with just a few simple things, it definitely can be doable for sure. And there's some things that you definitely should absolutely evaluate. I think I might start doing some webinars too, to actually talk about those items too, at least the most important things that should be evaluated before you even think about moving.
We have a comment. It's not a question. It's not really a question, but it's a comment from Mrs. Freno. Basically, she went and did this boat around through Los Pinos at the north border with Nicaragua. And then she said the gentleman got angry of her, and then she only got 60 days stamp on her passport. I do have to say a few things about this. Dealing with the police, the authorities, customs police, or immigration, you always, this is my personal advice, if you have to go and stamp a passport at any border in any country, I'm always very happy, very smiley, very you want them to help you. And oftentimes we come with the attitude, and I'm not saying this is Tamara's case, I'm just saying in general, we bring, we're coming to another country. It's just happened to me and my friends in Mexico about a week ago. I got into the country just fine, but I'm a happy person, and I smile for no reasons. Like, hey, how are you? That's me. Hey, how are you? All the time. So that's how I go through this immigration officer. But the people that they were with me, they were like tired after hours of flying, and it was so they were like, yeah, here's my passport. Then they asked a few questions. So where are you gonna stay? So so the ladies start asking for more and more and more questions, and they didn't have one of the places to stay, so they only have the reservation for 3 days, and it was gonna be like 7 days. So they didn't have
Mhm.
the reservation just yet. So something that could be easy, it was a little harder. But my experience is sometimes I don't even have none of the reservations, anything, but I just go like, "Hey, how are you? Very good." Like I try to wear nice clothes. It's just my personal crazy thought. Try to be very smiley, very friendly, and they don't even ask anything. So I don't know. I'm just saying, authorities sometimes they're just looking for something to feel good about themselves. And if you go into any of these borders, just be friendly. It's the same thing with customs. We deal with customs all the time. We have issues. Sometimes the container has a lot of issues, and I just go like, "Hey, how are you? We got this customer. We have a little issue. They put this here," and they're like, "Hey, Paul, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it go." And they don't even give me any issue. Uh, I don't know. Do you feel any experience with that? Maybe it's an other culture experience. I don't know. Maybe it's a Latino thing to be like super friendly to whoever you're hiring or to whoever you're, requesting something. Maybe at the municipality, police, or customs, or immigration. Do you feel
Yeah, I
any
definitely
different?
have. Yeah, definitely. No, I definitely have, can give some good tips on that. Sometimes, I mean, I'm sure, I know not all North Americans are like this, but if they're unhappy, they get pissed off and they know that yelling at someone on the phone might get them what they want. But I want you all to know that does not work here in Costa Rica at all. So the way I've always gotten things accomplished is like what you're saying. Very kind, very nice. I've been in situations where I did need help with something. Maybe it could have been the person at the electricity office because someone else made a mistake and it wasn't my fault. But yes, now I've spent 2 more hours on something. And of course, I'm a little bit frustrated, but I'm always very gracious. Thank you so much for helping. I really appreciate you trying to fix this, even though I know that they made the mistake to begin with.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
Exactly. But getting mad here in Costa Rica at Costa Ricans, I don't know. I'm not that experienced with the rest of Central America. I really just love my hair. So eventually I'll go travel around more. But I will tell you that attitude, like having a bad attitude in this country with other Costa Ricans or service providers, gets you absolutely nothing. They do not care. They will just be like, all right, now I'm definitely not going to help you. But if you're kind, if you're really nice, if you're just, no matter what the situation is, like Costa Ricans, in my experience, they do want to help you. They will do everything that they can, as you know, especially if you're kind. Only if you're kind, actually. If you're not kind, they're not going to want to help you at all, and that only hurts you. So, just an FYI, getting mad here doesn't get you anywhere at all.
It's sometimes it's the mentality of I'm the customer and the customer is always right. You have this thought, and I understand. I mean, I'm hiring maybe hotels, I'm hiring, all of these services. But my experience is a lot of, and this is in Latin America, and a lot of Costa Ricans, we do care about money, but we also care about relationships and friends and connecting with other people. And it feels good to have a good customer that is smiling, that is friendly, and those customers will get the most attention. They will get the easier way out at any situation for the most part. So that's just a little tip there for Mrs. Freno. I don't know what happened there really, but sometimes you hit with these walls, and a positive and a friendly face will make things easier. Believe me. The other way, if you're angry and try to get something out of a customs inspector or an immigration official, they might just put your file all the way to the back of all of the other files.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know if I seen movies. I seen this in movies in the restaurant industry. I seen somebody complaining about their plate. Here's my burger. It has onions. I order no onions, and he was like very angry. And they take, oh, no worry. They take the plate back to the kitchen, take the onions out, and they spit on the burger, and they close the burger, and then take it back to the customer. I seen it in movies, but it's kind of like you might, if you're not a nice customer, you may not get a nice service, and that's, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's common nature. Maybe it's because I'm a Costa Rican or whatever, but I've seen it in other places as well. Even though you may get an excellent service in other countries, if you're not connecting properly with somebody, you may not get the very best. Anyway.
Exactly. And thanks, Josh, for your comment. So, and your input. So Joshua is an excellent real estate agent in the Central Valley area. He also serves some other areas of the country. So we're very much in contact, and I appreciate you joining our live and adding in. And he's got a lot of experience here in the country as well. So he says it's true.
Yeah.
I would believe him.
So we're doing a lot of things. So you guys know we're doing a lot of different things. We're trying to, and this is like Pablo and Elena and people like Josh and other service providers. We want to build a community. So we want to build and connect other people to help us. I understand as a small business owner that I cannot do everything. So I'm always looking to refer people to other service providers that are good to the community, and I'm also looking to do things with the service providers like this, Q&A, or maybe we're doing on every Wednesday we're doing Spanish classes. So at 3:30, you want to improve your Spanish before you get to Costa Rica, we're doing that for free. 3:30 Costa Rica time, 4:30 Panama time. So we're doing a lot of different things, and this is all under one umbrella. It's called theexpatcommunity.com, and all of those resources and links to all of these providers and links to Sarah and to everything we're doing. It's all at theexpatcommunity.com as well. So that's what we're doing. So if we don't have more questions or comments, do you have anything else to add, Sarah?
No, I don't think so. I think it's Friday. I wish everybody a happy Friday, a happy weekend. I hope whoever celebrated Thanksgiving last week enjoyed themselves. And, we're coming into the winter time. This is a lot of time when I do start getting a lot of phone calls, especially for people they're thinking, oh, crap, winter. Now I got to deal with the whole, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to go through this ever again. So if you don't want to go through winter again, and your goal would be to have your last winter. See, like me, I like to go visit winter. So I go back every year and I visit my family, or else my family would come down very angry if I don't bring their grandchild back to see them. But I like to visit winter and look at it for a bit. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done. So if you do feel like this is your last winter and you're sick and tired of the cold, you are ready to move, like now is actually a great time to be planning that process. A lot of actionable steps are definitely done within 6 months of the move as well. And, we'll work with people who are a year out, a year and a half out even, or if they call us and say, oh my gosh, we just found you. We're moving in a month. We need help. Wow. What do we do? We can work on timelines too. So we do work with people on all kinds of timelines. But yeah, if you feel like this is your last winter, I know it's getting cold there. My mom said it was like 24 degrees Fahrenheit in Virginia one morning. And I said, oh, I don't know about going back to that, but you can always book a call with me, lostsaralena.com/book, or you can just go to my main website and you can see some other things that are there. You can look at the retreats. You can see, about relocation, scouting trips, and hopefully we'll see you down here in Costa Rica.
Amazing. And that's one thing I noticed over 14 years of helping people move to Costa Rica is a lot of people make mistakes just because they didn't know some little tiny detail. And it's always a good idea to have an expert with you. It's always, it doesn't matter how much it's going to cost you an expert. It's worth thousands. It was worth a lots of money, be able to know and land the right connections, getting to know who may be a good builder. Sarah just finished building 2 houses, so she's got great connections for that. So all of those details and information that you may be missing out because you just don't know. And I know the spirit of the expat is usually a go-getter. It's a person like, yeah, I'm a risk taker, and maybe I can figure it out myself. But believe me, if you just look for good advice and find somebody to help you like Sarah, it'll save you a lot of time, a lot of headaches, and a lot of money.
Yeah, it'll pay for itself. And our packages aren't crazy expensive either. I like to keep things reasonable. So it'll
amazing. So that's about it for today. It's been 20 minutes. That was so quick. So see you next Friday on our next Q&A. Do we have a Q&A next Friday? What's it gonna be? Is it the 9th? I believe so, right? The 9th of December.
Next Friday is the 8th. I mean, yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Okay. See you next Friday.
I don't have anything on my calendar right now. I should be okay.
No. So see you. We're doing once again. We're doing a lot of different things. See you on Spanish classes, free Spanish classes on Wednesdays. Q&A next Friday, and today we are also sending out local news translated into English to your guys' inbox. So see you through the week. Thank you so much, Sarah.
See ya.